Let's roll back time to the late Cretaceous period, around 68 million years ago, smack dab in what's now North America. You make your grand entrance into the world as you hatch out of an egg about the size of a soccer ball. Congrats! You're a baby Ankylosaurus and officially entered the dino world. If you were expecting a warm parental welcome, well, you should probably think again. Mom and Dad ghosted hard. They dropped the eggs and dipped, leaving you and your siblings to figure things out on your own. Harsh. So here you are, huddled up in the nest with your siblings, which sounds like a good idea until it hits you. Your nest is an all-you-can-eat buffet for predators. When taking a first real look at yourself, reality smacks you in the face. An Ankylosaurus is known for its epic armor plating and wrecking ball club tail. Well, bad news, both are on back order. Right now, you're all soft, squishy, and about as threatening as a marshmallow. Your tail is basically a stubby little wag at this point, cute but entirely useless. You are like a knight carrying a stick, waiting for your armor to arrive in the mail like an Amazon package. And with predators like Dakota raptors, T-Rexes, and giant crocodiles lurking around, you're basically a walking snack. Let's be real, you might as well have "Eat Me" stamped on your forehead. It's like being the lone chicken nugget at a birthday party full of toddlers. Survival is looking pretty slim. Your first few days alive are tough. You're wobbling around, trying to figure out how life works while dodging everything that wants to turn you into lunch. Then, your little stomach growls. Time to eat. You spot a little insect chilling near your foot. You pick it up and take one big bite and immediately spit it out. That was the worst idea you've had so far. Turns out, you're an herbivore. Strictly no meat on the menu. From then on, it's all about nibbling on plants and avoiding getting eaten. Every shadow feels like a potential game over screen. But you're scrappy. You've got determination, instincts, and maybe just a little bit of luck on your side. The odds may be stacked against you, but hey, if you can survive the hatchling phase, who knows? You might just grow into the walking bulldozer you were born to be. And just like that, bam! You've hit your juvenile stage. No longer a baby, but definitely not an adult. It's that awkward preteen phase everyone can relate to. Growing into your full armored glory is not an overnight thing, which means you spend most of your youth avoiding becoming prime predator bait. One day, you're chilling at the watering hole, catching a glimpse of your reflection. You're short, chunky, and covered in what looks like the prehistoric version of acne. Tiny, underdeveloped armor bumps. Not exactly a confidence booster. But hey, you're on a mission to grow big and strong. An adult Ankylosaurus is massive, like 4 tons of armored bulk. And to reach that size, you have to eat a lot. While other dinos might munch on a variety of vegetation, your short neck and bulky frame means anything above knee height is off the menu. No reaching for that high-hanging fruit, you're stuck with low-lying plants like ferns and shrubs. It's like being forced to eat kale for every meal while dreaming of pizza. Honestly, adolescence is rough. Between dodging predators, growing armor, and inhaling enough plants to feed a small army, it's basically one long grind. But every awkward phase brings you closer to your ultimate destiny. The armored icon you were born to be. Hang in there, your glow-up is coming.
Few years later.
Alright, it's been a few years and you've managed to survive. Let's go! You've officially leveled up. Gone are the days of being a scrawny little leaf muncher. Now you're a fully grown Ankylosaurus. 30 feet long, 10 meters for the metric homies, 6 feet or about 2 meters in height, and tipping the scales at a casual 4 tons. That's right, you're even heavier than the massive Triceratops. You're an armor-plated, tail-swinging legend. Beast mode activated. Your armor isn't just for the fit check. This bad boy is made of bony plates called osteoderms. And if bullets existed back then, they'd bounce right off. We're talking head-to-toe coverage, including your eyelids. Nobody's messing with you unless they've got a serious death wish. But, there's a catch. How do you scratch an itch when your whole body is basically one giant spiky shell? Yeah, that's a problem for another day. Let's talk about that tail. What an absolute unit. Forget tail, it's more of a wrecking ball on steroids. One swing and you could snap a predator's leg like a toothpick. The strategy? Stand your ground, swing your tail, and pray they don't figure out how slow you are. Let's face it, all that armor made you, well, slow. Like, really slow. You move about as fast as Wi-Fi in your grandma's house. Running from predators isn't exactly an option. One late morning, you're vibing in the forest, blending into the rocky terrain per usual as you munch on some low-lying ferns. Nature's salad bar. Life's good. But then the ground trembles. A distant thud, thud, thud grows louder. You pause mid-chew, your tiny brain processing the incoming danger. Suddenly, a massive Tyrannosaurus Rex emerges from the trees like it owns the place. Your first move? Freeze. You hit that, maybe if I don't move, he can't see me strategy. Spoiler, it doesn't work. The T-Rex locks eyes on you like you're the main course on the menu. And trust me, you can smell its nasty breath from here. Bruh, ever heard of a mint? Now it's game time. No more blending in. Your instinct kicks in and you swing. Your tail club whips through the air and wham! A move you've been saving for moments like this. Direct hit to the T-Rex's shin. The giant predator is caught off guard and stumbles back. Uh-oh. It didn't back off. It's clearly injured, but now you just got it mad. Cue panic. Your heart is beating out of your armored chest. The T-Rex lunges again. You wait. Timing is everything. As it gets close enough to chomp down, you let your tail fly. Wham! This time, direct hit to its massive jaws. The sound of shattering bones is loud. You've managed to break the T-Rex's jaw. The once mighty predator lets out a defeated grunt and limps away, humiliated. You, on the other hand, absolute legend. As you trudge back into the forest, pride washing over you like a victory montage. Today, you proved you're more than just armor. You're a fighter in this harsh world where even the apex predators have to think twice before messing with you. But if the T-Rex managed to flip you over and get to your soft underbelly, it would have been game over. So yeah, you are tough, but not invincible. For now, you go back to your fern buffet. You've earned it. After that tail-swinging workout, you're ready for a fat nap. After your too close for comfort showdown with the T-Rex, you're riding the high of victory. You're a certified beast and hero in the making. But then it hits you. What's the point of being the ultimate armored unit if you don't pass on those epic genes? It's time to think about romance. And trust me, dino dating? Woof. If you think online dating is bad, imagine how cringeworthy this type of flirting is. Step 1 is the flex. You gotta roll up to the mating scene casually, showing off your armor. Nothing too flashy. But just enough to say, yeah, I'm built different. And let's not forget the ultimate test of masculinity, the tail club comparison. Yep, it's literally a game of whose club is bigger. Dino flirting wasn't exactly subtle. You couldn't rely on flowers or love songs. Nope, you were all about tail-swinging displays, head bobs, and maybe a guttural rumble or two. Impress her and you might just get a shot. Fail? Well, let's just say rejection came with a bruised ego and tail if she wasn't feeling your moves. Love hurts. Literally. One day, you encounter a female Ankylosaurus grazing peacefully by the fern, and it's love at first sniff. When you finally managed to seal the deal, armor might be great for protection, but it's not exactly romance-friendly, if you know what I mean. But you make it work. And just like that, the next generation of armored dino babies is on the way. Once the deed was done, though, you were out. Ankylosaurs weren't the nurturing type. After some time, your mate heads off to lay her eggs in a shallow nest, covering them with vegetation to keep them warm. She dips after that. No bedtime stories, no dino daycare. So while your love story played out, the late Cretaceous was throwing curveballs your way. You called North America home, a land of lush greenery and thriving environment. At least, for now. But Mother Nature had other plans. Climates were shifting, and competition for food was getting real. Even giants like you had to work overtime just to snag a decent meal. Survival? Yeah, it was getting a little dicey. Herbivores like you played a part in shaping your environment. You were basically nature's unintentional landscaper. Every time you stomped through dense vegetation, you were out here terraforming without even realizing it. Let's fast forward to the end, the grand finale, if you will. You wake up from an afternoon nap and something feels off. The skies look kinda sus, and a weird chill fills the air. Suddenly, you feel a low rumble beneath your feet. An earthquake, maybe? You look up to see a streak of fire tearing across the sky. You don't know what's happening, but you know it's not good. Before you can even process it, boom! The asteroid slams into Earth, and the world as you know it flips upside down. The impact sends shockwaves so powerful that trees are flattened like blades of grass under a lawnmower, followed by a heat wave so intense it scorches everything in its path. Even with your epic armor, you're no match for this level of destruction. Everything's on fire. Your ferns, your favorite nap spots, even the predators you once feared are now running for their lives. It's every dino for themselves. It's chaos everywhere. You try to move, but the ground beneath you shifts like quicksand, and your massive body struggles against the debris falling down. The once thriving forests are gone, replaced by barren wastelands. The air is cold, the sun is blocked out, and food becomes impossible to find. Eventually, the hunger and the cold catch up to you. You've dodged predators, grown into a walking tank, fumbled your way through romance, and even left your mark on the ecosystem. But you finally meet your match. Not in battle, but in the slow, relentless grip of extinction, where your fossilized remains sit in a museum millions of years later.